Hello, Internet. Welcome to Chat with TKKN, November 2011. So yeah, as you can see, I've had a problem with my television headset. I accidentally sat on it one day, and yeah. But I ordered another one. I'm just not using it right now because I don't want to. Yeah. It's a long story. I just want to get like a television headset for like every device I use so I don't have to like keep switching out the USB port because my first one I did that. And like over time, it just like I think it made it like a year or a little bit over a year before it just like broke because I just kept plugging it in all the USB ports and like just so much wear on the little like dongle on the like right here for like the volume and stuff because I keep stepping on it and stuff. But I don't do that anymore because now I just like I take better care of them. But this one I just sat on because it was on my beanbag chair and yeah, it's black and the beanbag chair is black, so it's kind of hard to see and it was at night, so I was like sitting down. I was like, oh no, and I put it on. And I was like, oh, and then like this little piece was like falling off, and yeah, as you can see, it's like there's duct tape, and it still works. You can still hear me. I can still hear, but this speaker just doesn't fit on this ear as good as it could or should. But I can like hold it on, and then I have like better, but it's like kind of have to like do like this, but it works, but. Eh, but at least it's not broke. At least it still works, and I basically just use it for like podcasting now and like on this computer because I don't really use it that much, or like for the computers, whatever. So yeah, Broken Turtle Beach, awesome. Well, it's not awesome, but yeah. Videos. So yeah, since last time, basically just straight up Arkham City challenge rooms. Those are all done until the next DLC comes out, which is I think December 20th, the Bat Cave. So I'm totally gonna get that. Put up videos of that. And then today there's gonna be the skins pack. So I'm gonna get that and like make some videos of like each skin. I think I'm gonna like go ahead and like do the open world stuff and not do it in challenge rooms and just like have some sort of like montage of all the different costumes. I already had like the Sinestro Core one because one of my friends gave me the DLC thingy. Like, 'cause they had the Blu-ray, but they didn't have the game or PS3, so they're like, oh, you can have this. So that's pretty cool. Um, and then like I was watching last month's Chatting With, and I was like, I completely forgot that I had not talked about Arkham City in depth the first time. I like gotten it and played it for like whatever month it was, because I had forgotten. I was thinking like I had talked about it because I'd gushed about it on the podcast on namelesspodcast.com, which you should totally check out. And like I thought, oh, I've already talked about it, but I didn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like later on, I'm just gonna for a video, I'm just gonna like upload like what I talked about and like blah 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 whatever I said. Like just put that up with like the background image of like Arkham City and be like, okay. I think I'm like also gonna like go back and like do that for like any game that I like talk about like in depth for like a long period of time, just because it seems like it's better than. Or I have like a bunch of games I've talked about that I probably don't remember talking about, and like it'd be a good way to like get my thoughts on like whatever game that was, like whenever it was out, and just like I would upload it, and, like have like a record of it or something, and like it's more convenient than like having to try to remember every time a game comes out like that month and I've been playing it, and like at the end of the month when I make a video like, oh, how do I think about this game, or what do I feel about this game, or like whenever I record for the podcast, it's like in the moment of like after playing a game, like it is like fresh in my mind of this is exactly what I thought, or this is exactly how I felt. But let's see, November, so it's December now, so this is like November stuff. So yeah, Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I got it, and I liked it. I say F the haters, whatever. Like, still, to me, in my opinion, I don't really care what you say. So, like, multiplayer still my favorite. I like what's out there. The story like redeemed the terrible story of the second game. I mean, it's not that much better. I mean, it's just Call of Duty, but better. So, campaign is still awesome with like insane moments of like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. This is really going on. Uh, let's see. Yeah, the whole story arc that finishes up. I was happy with how it ended and stuff. So, not spoiling thing. Yeah, I was like, wow, I can't believe they actually did it. Because like for a while there, I thought they were gonna like put it on a cliffhanger and be like, Modern Warfare 4 coming however many years from now, but they didn't. So that's pretty cool. I was like, yeah, they didn't do the easy way out and just like keep on streamed it along. So yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I picked up all these games in November. Yeah, okay. So Tekken Hybrid. I'm gonna go ahead, I guess, and put up a video of the. This is limited edition, so that's why it's like so large. It's just such a giant case because it comes with like an art book, which I haven't looked at yet. And it also has a Tekken Vengeance, but I haven't watched yet, or Blood Vengeance, I haven't watched yet. Tekken Tag HD, and then Tekken Tag 2 Prologue. After playing Tekken Tag 2 Prologue, that is basically, I cannot wait for like the game to come out, because, man, I basically played Tekken Tag HD, like, when I got this for, like, nonstop, just getting trophies and stuff. And, like, I was playing it, I was like, wow, this looks, I couldn't really tell, like, it was, like, in HD or, like, the better version. I was like, this looks basically the same. Like, I mean, it's a bit smoother, and, yeah, like, they're very, like, minuscule improvements from the original. It's basically, like, playing the arcade port of the game because it's arcade perfect and, you know, like, graphical fidelity is improved. But besides that, it's like, okay, it just plays exactly how I remember in my brain. I'm like, okay, it plays the same, and it looks pretty much the same, so I can't really tell why is this, like what makes this an HD, an HD remake or better HD version or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'm basically done with HD remakes of games, like, forever, because after playing this, I was like, wow, this is exactly the same game I played, like, wow, 1999, 2000, that's like almost 10 years ago. That's crazy. On PS2, like, day one. That's, yeah, so still awesome, but I'm glad there's a second one, because that's like easily my most favorite. That's like secretly my most favorite Tekken game, is like Tekken Tag. So I was like, I'm so glad there's another one coming out. And Tekken Tag Prologue, or Tag 2 Prologue, was awesome, except there's like 4 characters, so that's kind of eh. But basically, after playing the first one all day and playing the second one, it was like going into a time machine and like stepping forward, and it was like basically Tekken 6 in the Tekken Tag engine with even better stuff, because there's like minute details that they added where, like, if you're in like a water stage and you're fighting, like, people get wet, and basically the like water stays on them for the fight. Or in there, like, if they're in the like dirt stage and they fall down, like, dirt's on them and stuff. And like Xiaoyu, like, her hair can get all like browner, or like you can see like the pigments of brown dirt in her hair. That's pretty awesome. I don't know, it's weird. After playing like the old version and then going to the new version, I was picking up like all the like small details. And then, like, the music is back. It's like even more awesome. However, I'm not a fan of dubstep. It's okay. It's not my cup of tea. And they totally just like dubstepped out the like soundtrack. Like, there's like remixes in there of like old Tekken Tag songs, and they're like dubstep versions. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's okay. It's like they still have like some awesome classic like trancy orchestral stuff. So I hope they don't go like too far over into the dubstep side, because dubstep, it's okay. It's just not as awesome as. I mean, it's not my thing. If you're into that, that's cool, whatever. But not my preference. I can tolerate it, but it's whatever. Then we have Super Mario 3D Land. The only reason I have carrying around my 3DS at all, because it's the only game I have for it, the only game I've been playing. It's pretty good. I mean, yeah, as far as, it's kind of hard for me to like talk about a Mario game, because I have to like compare it to other Mario games, and like to me, in the pantheon of Mario games, it's towards the bottom, but it's not the worst. It's good, but then, see, I thought about this for a while. I think the reason I like it, but I don't love it, is I'm just more of a fan of the console versions of the games, because they're just like the marquee game that you want to play, and like they set the bar so high. And then you can play the handheld version, and it's like, yeah, it's good, but it can never really like compare to this console version that is like the quintessential version of a game that you want to play. So it's good, it's awesome, it's fun, but it's not as amazing as the console versions, because it's like, it has like elements of like Super Mario 3 and like Galaxy and all the other ones combined, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't eclipse them. And it doesn't really get up to like the bar that they say. It's close, it's up there, but it doesn't like just shatter the expectations or destroy in your mind what you want to go and play for a Mario game. I mean, yeah, it's still good and fun, but when you're measuring up to like the perfection that is like the other Mario games, it's like, it's close, but not close enough. Still fun and good, but you know, kind of have a high level expectations for those. All that said, I'm not saying it's a bad game. It just doesn't measure up to the awesomeness of the other ones. Like, I mean, when I played Galaxy the first time, that was like, it's easily still one of my most favorite games ever. Like, yeah, Galaxy. I mean, 3D Land is good. Then I think about like New Super Mario Brothers, and I really love that one because it's like the 2D being brought back and it's awesome. So, yeah, but this one, it's like I'd say there's like too much reliance on the Tanuki suit because there's like the jumping or the platforming is some stages can get very ridiculously difficult, and if you don't have the Tanuki suit, you're screwed. So it's like, oh. And then like the fire suit, I've been saying this since like New Super Mario Brothers is just like still overpowered, where it's like you just shoot fire something and it dies. So some other games picked up besides those. I talked about Sonic Generations last time, so I'm not going to go into that. It's still awesome. I haven't finished it still. King of Fighters 13. I don't know. I'm almost at a minute time. Okay, I think I'll come back with my thoughts on King of Fighters 13. Then I also picked up Heavy Rain, the director's cut. I already had the regular version, but I wanted to get the director's cut to see if it came with anything extra, which it doesn't really. It's just like it comes with like the one DLC it had, then all this like premium content, like the soundtrack or the score, 2 premium themes I think, and like some other theme or something. A bunch of behind the scenes videos which are awesome. Yeah, I think that's. Oh, Zelda. Okay, I knew there's another game I bought because there's like a ton of games I bought this month. I was like there's gotta be more. There's gotta be more. So yeah, back after this with the continuation of what I've been playing. Even though I should be talking about videos I've uploaded and stuff, but that sidetracked. It happens. So yeah, back after this.